Hey class, picking up where we left off at, we had 1 pint over 2 cups, and then again we're changing cups to gallons. So now we want to change this. We have our cups that are simplified out. Now we got to simplify out our pints. It takes 2 pints to equal 1 quart. And then we will go from quarts to gallon. It takes 4 quarts to equal 1 gallon. Now we simplify out the units. We have cups, we have pints, we have quarts. So we multiply across. This will give us 100, and our denominator will be 8. So, and this is gallons. Now when we divide this, this will give us 12.5 gallons. And that will be our final answer. But remember, it said that we needed 3 decimal places. So we'll make it 12.500 gallons. Now we go on to the next page. It says multi-step single unit for compound units. Convert the following. Give 1 place. So this is 1 decimal place. So we want to go from miles per hour to meters per hour. So we have 7 miles. And this per 1 hour. That's what per hour means. Now we need to just convert miles to meters, and we can leave the hours the same. So what we need to do is go back to our conversion chart. And if we look at our conversion chart, we do have miles to kilometers. In class, to make this a little easier, I'm going to flip back from screen to screen with the conversion chart. So if we look here at the conversion chart, we're looking for miles and kilometers. Now, miles and meters. Now, if we look here with miles, we do not have anything with miles and meters, but we do have miles and kilometers. Now, we know meters and kilometers, they are like 1,000 apart. So in order to make this meters, we would just have to move this decimal 3 places to the right. So it'd be 1,609.3 meters. So, all right. So we know that this would be, let's put this in its proper perspective. This would be 1,609.3 meters will give us 1 mile. The miles will simplify out. We have 1,609.3 all over 1 hour. So this is meters. Well, actually, no. We were supposed to multiply this by 70 first before we divided it by 1. So we'll call up our calculator. And we would type that in. We would take 70 times 1,609.3. And that would give us 112,651. And then this would be meters over 1 hour. Now they asked us to round to 1 decimal place. So what we would do is this here. Our final answer would be 112,651.0 meters per hour. Because this is basically what this is, but we have to put the 0.0 to indicate the rounding to 1 decimal place. Now it says 12,080 gallons per month is equal to blank gallons per hour. So we would take 12,080 gallons and divide it by 1 month. And then we want to change this to gallons per hour. So only thing we need to change is the month to hours. Now it says assume 30 days in 1 month. Now what we could do is this here. We could change month to days. So it would take for 1 month, it would take 30 days. Now we could change days to hour. For 1 day, it takes 24 hours. Okay, so now we will multiply all of this. So we had 12,080 in our numerator. In our denominator, we would take 30 times 24. and that will give us 720. And we know all of the months and the days will be simplified out. So we will add gallons, and we will have hours. Now we will take our calculator and take our 12,080 and then divide it by 720. Then we will add 16.8. So it'll give us 16.8 gallons per hour. Okay, now it says example 6. We have multi-step, multi-unit for compound units. We want to change. So we would take a look at the other chart. So we want to go from, let's look at this again, miles per hour to meters per second. So what we would have here is 70 miles per 1 hour. And then we want to go from meters to seconds. So we go here and look at the miles. Let's see. We got miles to kilometers. Now again, we will need to move this decimal 3 places to the right. That'll give us 1,609.3 in order to make it meters. So it'd be 1,609.3 meters for every 1 mile. Now, we want to change hours to seconds. So we know it's in 1 hour, we have 60 minutes. And then in 1 minute, we have 60 seconds. Okay, now, we simplify out the different terms here. Well, actually, this is not supposed to be simplified out. Okay. Well, we have minutes with minutes, and we also have hours with hours. So now we have meters and seconds. So in our numerator, we will have 70 times 1,609.3. Our numerator would be 112,651. That will be our numerator. Now for our denominator, we would take, well, 60 times 60 we know is 3,600. So in our numerator we will have meters, in our denominator we will have seconds. Now we would divide this out. So we have 112,651 divided by 3,600, and that would give us 31.3 if we round it to 1 decimal place. So it would be 31.3 meters per second. Now, we have 12,080 gallons per month is equal to blank milliliters per hour. So we have 12,080 gallons per month, per 1 month. And we want to change that to milliliters per hour. So we will look at gallons in terms of milliliters. Let's take a look at that first. So we will look here on the chart. Now we have gallons to liters, but I do not think we have gallons to milliliters here, which we do not. So we're going to look at these gallons to liters. Now, the one thing we need to know is this here. With the gallons to liters, and we're comparing this to milliliters, it takes 1,000 milliliters to equal 1 liter. So we'll move this decimal 3 places to the right. So 1 gallon is equal to 3,785 milliliters. So we will have 3,785 milliliters is equal to 1 gallon. Now, we also want to change months to hours. So we're going to change month to days. So 1 month, and according to this problem, we will have 30 days. And then we want to change days to hours. So 1 day would be 24 hours. So now gallons will simplify out with gallons. we would have months with months and days with days. So now we will multiply this. We have 12,080 times 3,785. And that would give us 45,722,800. And that would be milliliters. And that would divide by, we would take 30 times 24, and we have 0, 12 carry. So this would be 720 hours. So now we would divide this out. So we divide this by 720. This would give us 63,503.9. And this would be milliliters per hour. So we can right up here. So it'd be 63,503.9 milliliters per hour. Okay, now we will scroll to the next page, and we have example 7, temperature conversions. Now, on this conversion chart here, we do not have the temperature conversions, but I do have it. Actually, it's not on here. Let's see. Now, if you look here, this is the temperature conversion. So what I would want you to do is pause this video for about a minute and copy down these temperature conversions. And then we could go on with the problem. So pause it. So now that you have copied this down, we'll look at example 7. It says temperature conversion. Convert the following, give one decimal place if needed. We want to go from 0 degrees Celsius to degrees Kelvin. So then, since we know what Celsius is, we could do the Kelvin formula. Kelvin is equal to Celsius plus 273. So Kelvin is equal to Celsius is 0 plus 273. So Kelvin is 273. So it'd be 273 degrees Kelvin. Now we go here, we got 200 degrees Kelvin is equal to Celsius. So we can use the Celsius to Kelvin formula. Celsius is equal to Kelvin minus 273. Celsius is equal to 200 minus 273. And Celsius is equal to a negative 73. Okay, now we want to go to Fahrenheit to Celsius. So we would do Fahrenheit. Actually, not Fahrenheit, we would do Celsius. So we would have Celsius is equal to 5/9 times F minus 32. Now we know our Fahrenheit is 75. So 75 minus 32 would give us, what's that, 43. So Celsius is equal to 5/9 times 43. So now it tells us to round to one decimal place if needed. So we would take our calculator and take 5 divided by 9 times 43. We'll round to one decimal place, it'd be 23.9. So it'd be 23.9 degrees Celsius. Now we want to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So we'll do Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 times the Celsius. The Celsius is 42 plus 32. So we would take our calculator and we would have 9 divided by 5 times 42 plus 32. And that will give us 107.6 for our Fahrenheit. Now we scroll down here to E and F. Now if you look here at E, we're given Fahrenheit, but Kelvin is done in degrees Celsius. So we can change Fahrenheit to Celsius. So we could do Celsius is equal to 5/9 times 45 minus 32. Because 45 represents the Fahrenheit. 45 minus 32, we know would give us 13.